formation. They'll throw. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
His kick is good.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
QT on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And now back out comes the offense. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wildcard teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get there.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't, just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I know from past experience.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. Spinning past him. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the possession.
So the last
no, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Out of the gun, Watson going deep here for Stills. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Man, that ain't made no sense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Here they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
And goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A yard. Brings up 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on.
A 21-yard attempt.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Texans nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14. Texans 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to. Attempt that went through.
Return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
1-yard gain. Brings up
on 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And the running lane's not stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. It's taken to the 26. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about it.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jarrell Casey, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A throw taken in by Hamilton. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Denver.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him. And he can't find it. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
The pass.
And he's able to